Dear Minister Wike, did President Tinubu really issue that directive? Now to the news info by Ugochukwu Ugwuanyi. Old habits, they say, die hard. So is the appetite for limelight. As Governor of Rivers State, Wike held court every day and commanded the entire nation's attention with his televised regular events where he was either flagging off or commissioning some projects. It was in those circumstances, which had the full complement of a live band, that he treated Nigerians to the hit track. As he dey pain them, it dey sweet us. As it dey sweet us, and so it dey pain them. Wike could adopt showmanship as the chief executive of a state because governors in Nigerians act as emperors. But to continue in this trajectory as a minister where he is subservient to and serves at the pleasure of the president speaks to how attached the man is to old habits. Now, isn't never outshine the master the first true in Robert Greene's 48 Laws of Power? On the surface, Wike may come across as flouting this law with his well-choreographed 9 days outing across the Federal Capital Territory. He's actually not. The rambunctious minister is too much of a thoroughbred politician not to know or be guided by the golden rule of power play. It is in keeping with not outshining the master that Wike disclosed what necessitated the question in the title of this article. Last week Wednesday, Wike and his team were in Gwagwalada to commission the rehabilitation of some roads in the area council. During that event, the minister asked President, "Has any minister come to talk to you like this before? Have you seen a minister before?" Very funny. Mr. President has directed that you cannot be a minister and the people you are serving do not know you. This is how the former governor has successfully constricted himself to the confines of Greene's Rule Number 1. You will always hear Mr. President this or that in the man's speeches, cleverly attributing what he's doing to the administration's renewed hope agenda. His deference and signaling to President Bola Tinubu raised suspicion of whether he is not going over and beyond by attributing to the president what the big boss may not have said. A case in point is his quotation above. While not doubting the minister, yours sincerely cannot but double-check with him since he seems to be the only one carrying out this presidential directive. Not even the Minister of Information and National Orientation or special advisors on media and publicity are so engaged the people. How could the president have given such marching order to his lieutenants only for them to stay put in their cozy offices and gilded motorcades without letting the people know them as should? As it stands, very few Nigerian elites can properly identify 5 out of the over 40 ministers serving in this government. True. An overwhelming majority of them are not known by the masses. Little wonder the overbloated cabinet is considered one of the most lackluster and underwhelming in this Fourth Republic. Yet, there is a subsisting injunction for them to be up and about like Wike. Not even the mass mystery, distress and frustrations that culminated in the End Bad Governance and Fearless in October protests could nudge these ministers to be in the faces or interact with the people. Something is apparently not adding up. Let's then give Wike his flowers for not just regaling the people of the FCC with his majestic presence, but running with their feedback of a truth. One can go a lifetime without having the privilege of being in the same arena as a minister of the Federal Republic. It did not only allow them to see him, but engaged with them. We never stay in the city to decide what to do for you. We came for a town hall meeting. We told you if this is what you want, consider it done. The president has directed that whatever you ask, we should give it to you, Wike reviewed. Lamba. How touching. This is definitely the hallmark of democracy and good governance. The benefit of the minister's outreach came to the fore the day before when he discovered the deplorable neglect of Road A2, which connects Pai community to the Abuja-Lokoja Expressway. He lamented the omission. Thus, while we were coming from the expressway called A2 to Pai, they refused to award that contract, but instead awarded the contract from Pai to Gomani. Now, if we construct the road from Pai to Gomani, how do you come to Pai when that road is not motorable? Whoever masterminded this, you are not being fair, and we cannot continue this way. So before anyone accuses Wike of fawning, being vain, garrulous, or sycophantic with these elaborate commissioning occasions, such critics should be reminded that the minister's unique way yields some dividend. In fact, President Tinubu should try to act in the same manner, even if for the sake of political capital. This person is obviously praising Wike, and he wrote this article because of Wike. He needs to interact more with Nigerians, if not town halls. Then there should be regular presidential media chats and addresses through which he can offer desperately needed hope to Nigerians. Such deliberate interface is what will make the ministers take President Tinubu's directive more seriously for Nigerians to know them. Wike may have inadvertently indicted his colleagues by revealing what members of the Federal Executive Councils were told to do but are clearly not doing. But hey, they already don't need to be told to do what comes with the territory. They are public servants maintained by taxpayers for Pete's sake. Minister is rooted in the Greek word diakonio, meaning to serve. As such, what are those in the Federal Cabinet ministering if the people they are supposed to serve don't know them? To those of them who think their service is unto the president, the FCC minister was quick to remind them that democracy is government of the people, by the people, and for the people. He is for the people. He is showing himself to them, but he is destroying their land. He is destroying their houses, collecting people's houses, collecting people's land to build for judges. Removing beggars from the road and not having adequate plans for them. This person, they must have paid you to come and write this article. While we advocate more engagement and interaction with the people, citizens must be allowed to speak freely in such town halls without being cajoled into saying what the authorities want to hear. One way to ensure this is to allow people from all strata of society and with all shades of opinion to participate. Such an important interaction shouldn't be restricted to party faithful, government officials, contractors, and regime apologists. It should definitely not be the type where critical stakeholders, who are the landlord, said lord to the power that be, opting to call themselves land. The new Central Town Hall series typifies how the government can best fill the pulse of the citizenry. It is in such a meeting of disparate minds that those in the corridors of power will get to realize that truly, to Jojo is better than to war. Ugochukwu Ugwuanyi is a pundit based in Lagos. He can be reached via the X handle. Who wants to reach him? Because obviously, he is Wike's person. Kola Olaloge said, Mr. Man, no one asked for your bad belly opinion. Didn't Wike as minister has the right to flag off a project? Was it the one that made your baby waiting governor for Bara not to know how to run the affairs of the state? Bunch of idiots. This Alonge definitely did not read this article. If he had read the article, he would have known that this person is writing in favor of Wike. People, Nigerians, we don't read. Joseph Ali says Wike has started his campaign against the FCC senator unknowingly to her. She should start her own town hall meetings now, or Wike will use her shine come 2027. This man is a schemer and is working for APC. That is why Tinubu will not touch him, because the two are together in this. The senator may not return except she plays smarter. Yes. Joshua Enejedu says, it's the media that are giving him that power. Let the media house stop attending to anything about Wike. That is when he will know he is Mr. Nobody. A person who said if he disappointed, let him not have peace. And that peace he will definitely not have, because you are destroying people's houses, making them homeless. And this person is coming to say that people are knowing you. People know their minister. People will know him now because he's always in the news for something bad. That is why people know him. My listeners, over to you. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, to share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.